Hello, YouTube. I am Goddess Just Be, and I help people on their wellness journey. Today, and for the last couple of weeks, actually, we've been talking about dark feminine energy. And so today, my topic is going to be about dark feminine energy and Lilith's look and her seductive power. Join me on January 12th, where we're doing our next Lilith class. It's going to be on how to flirt, how to think. In order to join it, you need to go to my website, saltoftheearthpub.org, on January 12th, 9 a.m. for 2 hours. That's my next upcoming private Zoom class. You do not want to miss it. It's going to cost you a lot if you do. But nonetheless, we're going to jump into this video. And in this video, we're talking about unleashing the dark feminine energy, Lilith's look, and her seductive power. Now, this is what I am saying based upon my teachings of Lilith. Lilith could look like she want to look, right? Because this is mindfulness thing. Look is going to be 0.01% of the energy. But how I am teaching you the Lilith look on a more classier level, right? You know how I talk about women versus ladies? I'm teaching you on the lady frequency. Women do what they want to, they hang on the corner, right? They let them do what they want to. Just as long as they can embody the mindfulness, they will get by with it. And so women, they kind of embody the mindfulness. Oftentimes their mind wobble a little bit more than Lilith's mind does. But hey, if you want hay face, I'm not the one for you. If you want woman stuff, I'm not the one for you. I'm teaching classy, lady like Lilith. Could somebody type classy in the comments? Classy. The 25th will be an amazing day. the 15th, not the 25th, the 15th. Y'all funny. Could somebody type classy in the comments? Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Divine. Classy. You want to be classy, a lady? I often listen to people who inspire me, but I want to share something with you all. Y'all seeing me, right? Like right now in the physical reality. And even though it's only a 0.01, if I were you, I would not be following me or listening to me about no darn Lilith if I came over here with nappy head. If I came up in here and I had coal in my eyes, right? If I came up in here and I was chewing on my fingernails and had nubs, kind of right? You don't want to follow nobody like that, right? Thank you for the roses. I appreciate you, Kelly. You don't want to follow people like that because that ain't where you going. Follow people that look like the part of where you're going. So here I am teaching about the Lilith energy, and you see me just a regular day. This is my everyday, what I'm looking like, right? I put myself together to embody this. So pay attention to that. As you see me doing this here for you, just on a series to teach you something, right? Well, you should pay attention to how your Lilith gonna be. You should be learning from me, not just from the words, but you should be learning from me, from my look as well, that okay, she adorned herself to a certain state to come on here. She natural looking, she classy looking. She the type of kind of like Lilith kind of frequency on a regular day that I would kind of like inspire to be like. If I'm not, please get up out of here. If I'm not hood enough or ratchet enough or tatted up enough for you, could you leave? Because I ain't here for the likes and the views. This is my passion and purpose. I'm going to talk. They have 0 people up there. You get that part? And all you're getting, get an understanding of that. Now, I was just explaining to the people on TikTok that on the 15th, I'm going to be coming on later at night at about 7 p.m. Remember that, because you ain't going to see me in the daytime no more. In a relaxed setting. And we're going to have really good, intimate conversations. We're going to have really good conversations in the latter part of the day. But I'm going to be embodying Lilith with another type of attire on. So you can see that part of Lilith as well. If you don't like that, if you judge it, if you're not ready for that, could you go now? Okay, just go on now. And yeah, just go on. So nonetheless, you gotta have mindfulness behind this here. This is your mind. If your mind can't handle it, then baby, don't be fighting your mind. You could change your mind, but if you fight your mind, that's resistance. So you just go ahead on and go to someone else that maybe can embody it better than what I can. But nonetheless, I want to welcome you to this particular live because I'm teaching you a classier style of Lilith, a classy style of your Lilith. This is not about mindfulness. This is going to be only the 0.01% that we're talking about today. We're going to dive into Lilith's energy by Lilith and what she looks like and how you can embody it in your own way. But there are some gems that I want to give to you before this class next weekend comes. Lilith, embodying her is only going to be when you feel empowered, when you are driven or empowered to maybe, I don't know this here thing because Lilith have her own money, but hey, guess what? This here gonna work if you're trying to get a bag from somebody, like, right? This is gonna work if you're trying to like increase your self-concept. This is gonna work if you want a boyfriend or kind of like a husband, whatever you out for with a man. This is also going to work just for yourself because it's going to empower you. It's going to make you feel good, even all the way up to you being a sovereign goddess all by yourself, because you're going to feel good. You're going to feel like your aura expanding from this year. So in the physical, Lilith is going to be a mixture of mystery. She's going to be powerful. She's going to be sensual, seductive, and she's going to have a high self-concept when she embodies this classy look that I'm about to share with you all. Along with her being alluring and unapologetically, she's going to be self-assured. Now, to me, how I want to teach you all in looking, we're going to start with clothing. Somebody type clothing in the comments. We're talking about embodying your dark feminine energy, and we're talking about clothing. I am talking to high vibrational beings. I am talking to chosen ones, high vibrational beings, because they're the ones that's really they're just going to tear this thing up, right? Because they've been sitting up in there just lighting candles on weekends. But when they flip the dynamic of their physical, they are already there. When they flip the dynamic of their physical, they 0.01%, they coming true, y'all. They about to sit some of y'all down. So clothing, number one for clothing. Clothing is going to be bold. Lilith is bold. Her clothes is going to be bold. Darker fitted clothing. Somebody say dark. Why y'all think I'm saying dark? If we're talking about Lilith in comparison to Eve being a little submissive, the virtuous woman, and we're talking about Lilith, why are we talking about dark? What is it about the dark? Anybody know? Why would I say wear dark clothes? Why are we wearing dark? Why are we wearing dark clothes? Anybody? Thank you for the follow. Anybody? Nobody understands why? You could wear other colors, but why mostly with dark? Okay, balance, origin. Okay. What about the P word? Keep it neutral. Neutral. I love neutral. I love neutral. Yes. Standing in power. Don't touch my crown. Power. Love, I see you. Yeah, it's because, yes, Miss Loving Me, because it is the dark energy, and dark energy, divine, says is powerful. So it's cooler outside. It is the perfect time to wear your dark. I'm talking about maybe even your dark burgundies, dark, your blacks, even your red. Lilith is that dark in that red, because that red is fire energy. With fire is powerful too. But we're talking about dark clothing. Now, we're not gonna go over the top with our dark. This year is gonna be, and I love black. Yes. I'm sorry, who is Lilith? Link to the party. Lilith, one time for the one time, and then y'all gonna have to explain it to the people that's coming in late. Lilith is gonna be the opposite of Eve. Eve is submissive. Eve is a virtuous woman. Eve laying down on her back. Eve just doing the most. Eve kind of like the mama. We'll say she's the mama. She's at this side of the frequency of polarity of getting to know yourself. There comes a moment when you tap into your dark feminine energy and you're going on the side because you're just trying to figure out that aspect of God too. So we're going to Lilith. Lilith is Adam's first wife. She didn't want to lay down on her back, and she felt like she could stand in her square. She didn't come from the rib. She realized she was the X chromosome, and X comes before Y. That's who Lilith is. And Lilith is powerful. She's bold. She unapologetically. She's a goddess. She's evolving to her sovereign self. That's it in a nutshell. You got it? So moving on, we're back to clothing. So black fitted dress. maybe satins or your lace, maybe even leather, like, right? When you think about Lilith, there are some famous people in the physical reality that embody this, kind of like Angelina Jolie. Y'all know her? You know her? Thank you greatly. You're welcome. Angelina Jolie. Hey, Andrea. Thank you for being here. Angelina Jolie. Even I would even say like a Rihanna, like a Marilyn Monroe. But Marilyn Monroe, she did the red lipsticks, but she wore brighter colors. But for this here, dark feminine energy, I'm telling you, darker, classier, powerful, right? Not over the top, but I want to paint this here. Yes, y'all know her? Okay, good. I want to paint this here image of her because I don't want you to go too over the top, because you want to be classy, like, right? You want to draw people to you, not scare them the hell away from you, you know. And there's a little fine line there, because you know people, a lot of people are kind of like scared of witches per se, like, right? You know, people on the E frequency or whatever, they think that's the devil, like, right? And so there are some men in the physical reality that's kind of scared of that too. You have an altar in your house and you invite him over, and you see your altar and he ain't coming back, like, right? So, so with that being said, I'm talking about black, but I'm not telling you to, you know, to go wild out with your black. You kind of have a hint of looking or being a witch. You know how witches have that mysterious kind of like aura about themselves, and then they'll have maybe they'll even wear black lipstick, or maybe they'll have black nails or something, like, right? And you're looking at them like, does she work for the devil? I don't know, but she nice though. You're trying to figure them out, you know, kind of like that mysterious. What I'm not saying is put no darn the nose ring. What they call it? Is it the septum or something? I don't know what they call it. You know, the one that go in the nose and the big old hole. Is the septum in the ear thing? I don't know, the septic tank, whatever they call it. It's just a lot for me. It's just a lot for what I'm talking about. It's cute, I like it, and you're really powerful for doing it, but that ain't what I'm talking about going for. Septum, yeah, septum. Look, is it the septum tank? Septic tank. But anyway, if you have it, I ain't judging you. I'm just saying that's a lot for me. That's a lot for me, and that's not what I'm talking about here. So I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about no chokers. You don't have to go that far. Something really nice and classy, elegant, like a teardrop right here, and you know, your nice nails, but your black, and maybe your black hair, your lipstick, your black or your red or your darker colors with some nice stilettos. We're talking about stilettos on the feet, you know. We're talking about you twitching your ass, flowing your aura, and grace matching your physical is matching your spiritual, because you're graceful, right? You're captivating, your aura, you're magnetic, like, right? Darker colored clothes. Now, when we get to revealing, you're going to see a beautiful example of it from me. And I'm going to be showing you all this here when I really embody this thing on the 15th, that week. Not overly revealing is the classy, dark feminine energy that I'm talking about. Like everything, someone said it as it pertains to clothing, that when I said black, that they was talking, that I was meant black for balance. Life is about a healthy balance. So if you're showing all of this here, this needs to be covered up. If you're showing all legs, the vice versa. You see, you get a hint of mystery when you just show just a little bit. But when everything out, it's just like, oh, oh. And there's leaving nothing to the human imagination, like, right? You want to allure, you want to have that thought in other people's mind, even the ones that you aren't attracted. Like, I wonder what her legs look like. I wonder what, if it's a guy, you know, looking upon you, you need to have him wonder what that ass look like. Simply because you have just a little bit of this out. Because that's going to make people wonder, you know, because you're showing a little bit. Even another thing that makes people wonder is when you touch yourself. Like you constantly talking and you just kind of like touching a part of your body. You touching yourself makes other people wonder, oh, I wonder how she feels. I wonder if her skin is soft. Like, right? We're going to learn more of that in the class. Okay, but anyway. Not overly revealing. Not overly revealing is the next thing that I want to tell you. So that means a hint of cleavage, right? Or a hint of maybe a thigh slit, but not overly revealing is you embodying the totality of your Lilith. I'm not teaching you this here stuff so you couldn't be a thought, so to speak. Like, right? Because in my mind, I don't believe Lilith is a thought at all. The Lilith I'm teaching you to be isn't one. She's preserving herself anyway. Like, right? This is mindfulness for her anyway. She not doing this really over here at the sovereign state. She's not doing this for men validation. She's not. She don't care about that. Her mindfulness is not on the prize of getting a man, the prize of being chosen. She's not the one that I'm teaching you. This is for her. This is her embodying her feeling good about her. But here's the thing about her. She wants no thing, but yet because of her mindfulness of wanting no thing, she attracts everything. Okay? That's the gangster approach I want you to understand about this. Hey, Keith, how you doing? Thank you for being here. All right? So then she uses accessories. Accessories that she's selecting, or accessories that's going to exude power and elegance. Power and elegance. Yeah, choker could stand for power, but that's not the classy power I'm talking about. I'm talking about elegance, where it's maybe a teardrop. Maybe it's a diamond of some sort. Maybe it's an elegant earring. Look, I didn't even put my earrings on today. But when I do wear earrings, they're like little diamond studs, or they're like flowing down. Elegance, not trash. Elegance. That's where I'm leading you. I'm leading you to elegance because I want you to embody the totality of that elegance, but yet be powerful and have a sound mind. Elegance, powerful, and sound mind. I am teaching you to be as wise as a serpent. That's your sound mind, but it's gentle as a dove. That's your elegance. You get that? Wise as a serpent, but yet it's gentle as a dove. Oh, it's snowing in Virginia. Perfect time. Perfect time to put out them boots. Perfect time to pull out them nice, sexy boots. Right? That's the Lilith frequency that I'm speaking of. All right? So anytime we're going to go to shoes, speaking of boots, we're going to go to shoes. Somebody type shoes in the comment. Somebody type shoes in the comment. She's powerful. It's her aura. Yes, she's in her energy. Elegant, classy, mysterious, seductive, and wise. Thank you so much, London. You see that? That's what we're going for. And I have to say this to the chosen ones in high vibrational beings, because some of you all, I'm being tactful and I love you. We kick it, right? Some of you, how do I be tactful with my delivery? Some of you are earthy. Some of you are hippie, right? Some of you are already tatted up. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. But guess what? You could change your clothes. You could put on something else. You could put on something else. You know? You get that? You get that? Peace. Yes, Crystal, yes. Love always wins. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. But you have to have wisdom with that. That's why Lilith has mindfulness. You got to be wise with that love. If you got foolish love, it ain't going to win. You're going to be good for nothing but to be trampled over by men. All right? Lilith saved me and showed me the power of my womb. I need guidance with this. Thank you for sharing what you know. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for that comment. So I have been guiding you. So if you need some other help, you need to check out my website, solidairypub.org, and check out that course, From Eve to Lilith, Arising from Your Dark Feminine Energy, Awakening from Your Dark Feminine Energy, to Your Dark Feminine Energy, I'm sorry. It's the first yellow button on my website, solidairypub.org. Start there. So, shoes. Why are we talking about high heels? Why would I say high heels? I know some of the earthy, conscious ones, you just, you wear your sandals, your slippers, you probably barefooted, touching the ground. But let's think about this. Let's use logic. Let's get out of your emotions, right? You shapeshift all the time. You astral project all the time. Changing your shoes or changing your clothes should be nothing. But why would I say this? Yeah, esoteric. Esoteric tats, that's what it is. Why would I say high heels? You don't have to keep wearing the same clothes because you're spiritual. Yes, you don't. You don't have to have you don't have to get the big chop because you're spiritual. You don't have to have the onk tattooed on you because you're spiritual. I don't have an onk, like, right? You just don't. Stop signing up for stuff that's gonna put you up in a bubble. You're boundless. Okay, you're eternal. Stop signing up for stuff that in the physical reality ain't getting you what you want because everybody else sleep.com and you want to do this other thing. Now your ability to attract some people who are narrow-minded is halting you. Stop doing that. I love to ground. I also love wearing heels sometimes. I love that. You just said a word. Okay? So the reason why I'm telling you spiritual don't mean broke. Yeah, they be taking it too far. They take it too far. All right? So the reason why I'm sharing with you high heels, and this is for maybe when you're going out, maybe, you're stepping out. You don't have to wear them all the time. But when you're stepping out, the reason why I'm saying heels is because heels are going to command attention. Like when you're actually walking. You're walking with heels. This is attention. Like people knock on your door and it gets your attention to go to the door. You walking with heels. Do you hear me? I'm coming. Now you're going to turn around and see who coming. Your Snickers don't do that, boo. You being grounded don't do that, boo. This is why. Okay? Heels command attention. Then you standing up in the heel. Now your calves. Your calves look more solid, right? Right? Now you're standing up. You elevated, you look more graceful. Right? I'm 5'2". When I put on me some heels, boy, I'm so graceful. You look more like a halo. You lift it up. Right? The halo around you is more captivating, especially if you've already done this spiritual work. So now you're lifted up and you're coming to demand attention. If you done did this spiritual work and you put on some heels, baby, it is a game changer, game over. You about to shut it down. Right? This is why I'm telling you, think heels and think some sleek boots. It's powerful, okay? Your calves look more defined. That's coming from a man, right? You see what I'm saying? So thankful I found your channel. Yes, I'm happy you're here too. Sexy give you a twist in your. Yes, heels also make you twist. Heels also, walking in heels, when you heel toe, you are moving your sacral chakra. It's exercising that sacral chakra. This here is your desire, your temptation. You're tempting with this here chakra because now it's moving. This is why dancing is so feminine and sensational and sexy, because you're moving this here part of your body when you're dancing, even when you're doing the thing. When you're doing the do, they get them human beings up in here. You're moving this here part of your body, your sacral chakra. Heels do that for you effortlessly. You do not walk the same in heels like you walk in your tennis shoes or when you ground in yourself. You don't walk the same walk. You be more bowed in them tennis shoes and you'll happen, right? The sacral chakra is being activated. Yes, it is, right? So think heels because they command attention, because they're gonna define them calf muscles, because they're allowing your sacral chakra to move, to be exercised. Some of y'all got hips that crack, because hips that crack and cobwebs in the cootie cat. How about that? Hips that crack, cobwebs in a cootie cat. So you know what that means? Your sacral chakra ain't been moving. They ain't been, can't even roll, get in the hula hoop. You remember the hula hoop? You can't do the hula hoop, huh? Right? Because this here ain't been moving. I'm serious. You can't do the hula hoop no more because this ain't been moving. Heels gonna make this here part of you move. You say, I can't dance. Yeah, because your sacral chakra is out of balance. It could be out of balance when you're doing the do too much, or when you got cobwebs and ain't been doing the do in a long, long, long time. Out of balance is out of balance. On one end, the extreme to the other. It's just out of balance. It ain't in the middle, so it's out of balance. So wearing the darn heel is going to help you because you're going to be twitching that ass. Remember? If you haven't done it in a long time, your ass can still twitch. But you got to put the heels on. You got to have that confidence about yourself. Like, right? You got to come out of that old way of program. It's just you just jumping on another frequency. If you're chosen and highly vibrational being, you should know about shape shifting. Get yourself over here and shape shift into a divine feminine, dark feminine energy. All right? About to go put on some heels today. Yeah, the cobwebs. Yeah, especially when you're going through a breakup. I mean, you get the cobwebs, but we cleaning them cobwebs out now. It's time to clean the cobwebs out now. Dark feminine energy and your love for self gonna clean out them cobwebs. We gonna put some lube up in here, some WD-40 up in here. All right. So posture, your posture. Your posture and the way that you're walking. The posture and the way, somebody said I'm ready. The posture and the way that you're walking. When you sitting up there, ooh, and you walking and you stomping with your tennis shoes and you barefooted and you walking all fast, that's not dark feminine energy. So your ass down. So your ass down. Where's you going? People looking at you because they're wondering why you acting like that. And you think, oh, because I'm busy, girl, I got a lot going on. No, that's not graceful. I'm teaching you class and grace behind this dark feminine energy. Heel toe. And back to them darn shoes, them heels. They gonna make you slow down, heel toe. Heels ain't for running and stomping and looking crazy. It's about grace. Even if you're in a rush, it's about grace. Wait, I'm trying my best to rush. No, you're not, because you're trying to be more graceful. You're trying to be more dark and feminine than you are trying to be fast. Fast is going to be masculine energy. Fast is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about class, not fast. Even when we talk about the relations, I'm talking about class, not being fast, not being a thought. I'm just telling you before we get deep into this, what I'm talking about. So you can make an educated decision on where you need to stop. Listen to me, because I'm not teaching the ghetto side to it. I'm sorry, I don't know ghetto. I ain't gonna teach the ghetto. I'm teaching you what I know. Okay? Thank you for the follow. Your energy is too powerful. Yes. I don't wear heels, but I definitely get it. You get it? Thank God it's okay. Just as long as you get it. Just as long as you get it. Do what you wanna. Just as long as you get it. Even for those maybe who have I don't know, maybe knee problems or ankles or maybe overweight, there's still a level of the flat, pointy, more classy shoe that you could wear. I'm not condoning wearing flats. I didn't say flats. I said heels. But to meet you where you are, if you absolutely, positively can't get in a heel for some reason until you lose the weight or whatever to get in the heel, I would suggest a flat shoe with the pointy, flat shoes that look elegant, that you could wear maybe to corporate America or whatever, and they look business casual. You hear me? Thank you. Thank you for the comments. Thank you, Donna. You hear me? I'm mirroring you. Oh, kitten heels. Yep, kitten heels is a good start. Thank you. When I do well heels as a heavy set girl, I set them a power. Yeah, that's when I feel more feminine. You do. I'm a little shorty. Like I said, I'm 5'2", and don't forget about my half. I'm 5'2" and a half. I have short legs, but guess what? Don't forget that I'm going places. Yes, I am going places. Me and my short legs. I'm gonna get there. You probably get there faster, but I'm gonna get there. So what are you talking about? Like, right? But when I put me on some heels, I'm walking even slower with my short legs. All right. And I'm gonna get there even slower. But guess what? When I get there, everybody gonna be looking at me. When I get there, because I'm short, because I have short legs, everybody watching me because I'm graceful. When I come to any event and I walk up in that door, when I pull that door, somebody open up that door for me, I've arrived and they watching me. And them heels ain't doing nothing but helping me look even more graceful because the grace comes from my mindfulness first. You hear that? The fact that they're watching me and waiting for me, that come from my mindfulness first. See, that's the spiritual side that some of these ladies or women's trying to evolve to ladies don't understand. They don't get that part yet. All right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not in a rush for anything. You shouldn't be in a rush for anything. You're graceful. You're classy. All right? So your posture and the speed that you're walking is going to say a lot. Yeah, we get comfortable sometimes, when we're in our home and, sit back and relax, and that's all cool and all. And I'm not telling you all the time, just sit up, you don't necessarily have to all the time, but develop a certain level of posture. Look at yourself sitting down. They had a lady on social media and she had that hump. You know how they have that little lump and behind his neck on his back, and he's all swollen and stuff, and she was just sitting up there looking like a little chicken or something, right? And she noticed herself, and it went viral. She noticed herself in the mirror and she started doing like this. It was funny, you see, but all of the back of your neck be all swollen and discombobulated because I don't know if it's because we be working like this here or we sit like this here, but we be looking slightly retarded when we do that for too long. Stop that now. Fix that now. Get that together. Like, wait, hold up. I'm crooked. Look at yourself. Look at yourself. Am I crooked? Am I looking like a humpback whale? Like, ask yourself these here questions in the mirror. What is your good side? Do you know what it is? When you're taking pictures, do you know your good side? I know mine. Do you know yours? Is your posture off? Are you running and stomping and commanding masculine energy or retard attention? That go to retard. That go to man. Or it's a woman, but she act like a man. Look how she walk. I cried. Do that to you. To you. I just had to fix myself. Yeah. Fix yourself. That way, when you see yourself, maybe on a picture or maybe after, being on a live like that girl, you notice yourself, because you already made attention to fix yourself, you ain't gonna look retarded when it's time to replay that thing. When you're looking at that picture, you got to delete all of them because, oh my gosh, why was I sitting like that? Figure that out now. Lilith would. Lilith does, because Lilith know herself, her physical self and her spiritual self, right? And that's what we're talking about today. Her look, because Lilith understand her look is part of her seductive power. Not because when she's over here being sovereign, it's not because she's trying to get a man. She just want to be God all by herself. And she know God ain't coming down on the pearly whites or the gold stairs or however you look at God. Looking like a humpback. God ain't coming down stomping. Hear ye, people. God ain't doing that. God in physical form ain't gonna be operating like that. So Lilith being closest to her sovereign self, she's looking at herself. I cry. God is a God of grace. Right? God is a God of power. God is a God of love. And she's gonna embody that in her physical aspects too. From her accessories, her physical, her walk, her posture. Like, right? All of that's gonna matter. What she has on every day when she's going out, right? Even at night, even down to the fact of what she has on underneath her clothes. We get to a point, and I'm a lady, but there's a woman in here too. I'm a woman in here too. A woman, in your woman phase, you be having this one comfortable pair of drawers, like, right? And I'll call them drawers because they're clearly not panties. One comfortable pair of drawers that you really like. One comfortable bra, like, right? And you like this bra, and you like to wear this bra all the time, like, right? But then there'd be sexy bras and these sexy panties that when you put them on, it's going down the night, like, right? So even as it pertains to the Lilith energy, what you have on underneath your dress, it really makes you feel good. It really, lifts up that umph inside of you and make you feel a little tad bit even more delicious than you felt before, right? So just small things like that even matter because that's on your mind. That's on your mind when you go out, when you have on that black fitted dress and them stilettos. On your mind is like, oh, if I take this dress off and you see this red set that I have underneath, if you embody your Lilith all the way down to your panties and your bra and the fact that you moisturize your skin and your other parts smell like pineapples and they're organic and delicious and there's cherries and whipped cream and like if you have that going on in your mind and your Lilith, all of that is radiating from you. That's part of the seductive attitude or mindset Lilith has. Like, right? So this is why these things are going to matter because they're helping and affecting you. Not because you about to pull and panties drop down for everybody, but just when you put them heels on, they make you feel just a tad bit more delicious. Am I the only one? Am I talking to myself on this line? I'm thinking a wedge heel is just like a flat. Pretty much. I'm about to go watch football. Keith said he about to go watch football. What you doing up in here, Keith? I'm talking to the ladies, but you can listen, though. But am I the only one that feel like that? Like, boy, look, I'm looking at myself. Again, I'm just telling you, these small little things really, really help. I'm laid back, right? I'm laid back on these two lives. Well, y'all can see me over here on YouTube too. So I'm laid back on these here lives. This is the mindset of Lilith, like, right? I'm laid back on this life, and I just got on a regular little blazer, little old little dress, like, right? But in Lilith's mind, because she's so seductive, like, boy, y'all have no idea if I didn't have this dress on. Oh my gosh, how sexy. This would be the perfect picture if I didn't have this dress on. Ooh, ooh, if I didn't have this dress on though, oh my God. I could like screenshot this here without this dress on and I could actually put this here picture above my bed. Wait, hold up. Just like that. That's it. That's the picture right there. Without the dress though. You see, this is the type of stuff. This is the type of stuff that does to your mental when you put on those extra things underneath. She started. Just got into the mood to soak up the lavender bath. Yeah, be admiring myself. That's what it's about. You gotta do it because you're the operating power. Life is happening through you. So if you're not sitting back thinking about, that's a nice shot. Keith, you better go ahead on and watch football. You better go ahead and watch some football, man. You see what I'm saying? Because you know yourself, and to know yourself is to know God. I'm saying these things because you need to be able to first seduce your own self. You need to be, yes, you need to be admiring your own self in that mirror. You need to be having these own kind of thoughts about yourself. Like, I know I'm delicious. You hear me? So, nonetheless, moving on. We talked about the posture. So we're going to talk about lingerie next. And that's going to be important. I get it. Moo-moos are nice. I done seen some nice little moo-moos. Y'all seen the videos? Very delicious. I know that's why. Y'all seen the videos about the moo-moos and they were saying like, I don't care what they say about this here gown here and this here moo-moo here. My grandma had 18 children wearing this. Y'all seen it? Am I the only one that saw that? Yes. To know yourself, yeah. It's to know God. Yeah. Y'all seen those videos though that I'm talking about? They'll have the big moo and the moo are really nice, right? They have all kind of colors and look like some of them like satin and silk and stuff, and they're so comfortable. But baby, I think moo are cool. Do I have a moo? I don't have a moo. I don't have a moo. I got one big gown, but it ain't a moo. It ain't a moo. It's just a big. It's just larger. It's just a larger size gown. So here's my point here. Moo-moos are cool, but when you in love with your body, you don't really want to wear a moo. Excuse me, I'm not being braggadocious here, but body yada 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 yada. Moo. No, no. I don't want to wear a moo. Comfortable but homely. I love that. I love how you put that. So comfortable, but baby, moo. No, I won't see me. No, I won't see this here. I want to see this. This that vegan life. No, we got to see the vegan life. We got to see how organic this is. Like, right? And so have that understanding when it comes to lingerie. And that don't mean you have to be small. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear your habitual thoughts even saying that. Don't even put that out there, because they have heavy set women that I just see it on TikTok wearing this nightgown and they got booty for days, got boobs for days, and look scrumptious for days when they're wearing something that defines those curves on their body. So next thing up is lingerie. Sexy, well fitted. Somebody type well fitted. So that means no moo. This is just what I'm teaching. You want moo, dark feminine energy, go to somebody else. I'm teaching well fitted, sexy lingerie for your inner confidence. Well fitted. Well fitted. To see. You gonna see this. You gonna see this. That's what you need to be saying with your lingerie, with dark feminine energy. You gonna see. No moo. No moo. No moo. I ain't wearing no moo. I ain't teaching you to wear the moo. No moo. All right? You're right. Self-care and beauty is healing. It's going to help increase your confidence. You're going to have to look at yourself with that well-fitted thing on. And if you don't like what you see, do something about it. Be accountable for your energy. Lose some weight. Ultimately, though, in losing the weight, what's going to happen is you're going to have to appreciate and love yourself right where you are. And that's where you need to be, Lilith. You hear me? All right. So when we're talking about sexy lingerie, we're talking about darker colors, sexy colors. Colors are going to be important in this game. So really, when we say darker, we're really talking about, I personally, my favorite two, all time is going to be red and black. Red and black. Red and black, red and black, red and black, red and black. I got so much of red and black, red and black, red and black, red and black. Red and black, red and black, red and black, red and black. Those are the two powerful dark feminine energy colors. Now, yeah, you could throw in some little darker, the darker purples and a little darker, burgundy. Yeah, you could throw that in. But the main two, remember, for dark feminine energy, it's going to be red and black. Somebody type that in the comments. Yes, red and black. Those are my colors. See, it's natural to you. It's natural to you because you know that those colors are powerful. You know that those colors are bold. You know that those colors can be neutral, can say love, can say mysterious, can say divine. It can say so much. Red and black, red and black, red and black, red and black. Red and black, red and black, red and black, red and black. All day, every day. Different styles, but red and black. Y'all gonna see. Tune in after January 15th. Y'all gonna see. So moving along. Y'all gonna see this deep burgundy. Wait, deep burgundy, but yes, black. Oh yeah, deep burgundy. Yeah. I've been writing in red like crazy. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Red and black, red and black, red and black, red and black. Don't you forget that. That's where it's at. All right. So those are the colors. So you want to stick to those richer colors. Even maybe like a deep emerald, probably like maybe a midnight blue, but Lilith, dark feminine energy, the main first two gonna be red and black. This here makes you even more bold and confident when you're wearing these type of things. From your lingerie to your outdoor clothes, for your hair, hair colors, my opinion, classiest, it's gonna always be black. It's gonna always be black with hair colors. Classiest gonna always be black hair color. Now, when you get into hair color, some of y'all are conscious people and earthy, and y'all like I don't know, purple and yellows and pink hair, the Cardi B stuff, and I I I, I mean it be cute, but it's not up there with the classy. Now let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. And I'm loving your crown. Thank you. Let's be honest, and I'm not being ugly. I think Cardi B is a funny little lady. Yeah, but does Cardi B? Because does Cardi B say dark feminine energy to you? Just be honest. Just be honest. Does Cardi B say dark feminine energy to you? I want to know. Does Cardi B say dark feminine energy to you? Somebody say no. Somebody, that's one no. That's two no. That's three no's. That's four no's. Okay. Now that goes back to the beginning of this video. If them people who you watching don't say dark feminine energy, don't do what them daggone people doing. Because I'm gonna just be honest, and I'm not being ugly. If Cardi B wasn't on TV, if she was your next door neighbor and she wasn't you know, a rapper or whatever she is, a singer, I don't know what she is, but I guess she's a rapper. I don't know. If she wasn't that, if she wasn't on TV or radio or wherever she'd be at, because I don't even follow Cardi B. Well, if she wasn't out there and she was your next door neighbor, how cool would you be with Cardi B? I mean, just be honest. Just be honest. Would you look at Cardi B as your next door neighbor that's classy and you wanted to be like her? Right? No. Right? No. No. I'm just, she would be a little too loud for me. Like, oh gosh, hey, how you doing? And that's it. Like, right? That's low vibrational. It is. It is. Right? But the lady, somebody London puts up in here, but Lori Harvey, if she was my next door neighbor, Lori give lady vibes. Cardi B does not. Cardi B doesn't. Sorry, baby. I know you probably like her rapping and you think she's funny. I think she's funny too. I think she's pretty too. But Lori, if Lori was my next door neighbor, I'll be like, oh, hey, babe, how you doing today? You look so pretty. Okay. See you later. I wouldn't do all of that with Cardi. I wouldn't do all of that with Cardi. I'll be like, hi. Okay, bye. With Cardi, you know? I would still be cordial with that person, but it's just like, I don't want to hang out with you, Cardi. Don't let this part go viral. I don't want to hang out with you. I hang out with Lori though. I talk to Lori, you know, because Lori reflects that class, that lady, you know. Lori, I feel like Lori will be more tolerable, and I wouldn't have to be screaming and yelling with Cardi because what is the reason? Like, no, we're not doing that. So understand that you got to pay attention to those type of things. I'm not being ugly. I'm just using that as an example so y'all can better understand it. We all know who Cardi and Lori are, right? Right? I'll take Cardi B statement back. Yeah. All right. So, which leads on to the reason why. Because when you're around people who cannot control their emotions, oftentimes you start getting comfortable with that, right? We're talking about mindfulness here. Lilith has mindfulness about herself. And you know how grandma used to say, show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. You hang around Cardi and you start fussing with Cardi and you start laughing at what Cardi is saying. And then your Cardi low-key is really molding your subconscious mind back to you being a woman again. And you've come too far for that. That's the only reason why. You see? And your Lilith should have controlled emotions, like, right? Lilith, embracing the totality of Lilith's mindfulness is controlled emotions, staying mysterious, like, right? There is not that mysterious factor in some of the deliverables from her. But there's a lot of mysterious factors in the Lori Harvey. You see where I'm going here? I want you to get this. Truth is truth, right? So that is a part of the mindfulness that you have to understand. You have to put that mindfulness together with being classy. And I'm telling you, you're a magnet. You're a magnet. So this here embodies your inner and outer presence or essence. So outside, you don't care. You don't care about maybe marriage or relationship or getting that number in that moment, right? Because you're so confident that you're not seeking other people's approval. But just because you don't care don't mean that you're loud and obnoxious and always disagreeable and always with chaos and turmoil. Like, who wants to be in that environment? That's low frequency. And you are conscious. Lilith, at the end of the day, y'all, understand Lilith is conscious. She's conscious of her beingness, inside and outside. She's fully aware, right? All right. So she has a don't care attitude. She has ability to control her emotions. And she's thinking from a mindset of you can't resist this energy. Remember, going back to me just laying here, looking at myself. You could think what you want to think. Nobody knows your thoughts. But when you're thinking your thoughts, they're radiating. Understand that. So as I sit here, y'all don't know what I'm thinking, but I'm looking at myself in this here camera on God Is Just Be page. And I like what I see. I ain't looking at the comments. I ain't looking at how many people over there. I'm looking at me. And I like what I see. Lilith understands this. And because I like what I see, it radiates that I like what I see. If I look at myself and I'm hesitant about what I see, I'm uncomfortable about what I see, I radiate that. Like, oh my God, they're not gonna like me. I radiate that. But at the same time, I never spoke it. I only thought it. People can feel that when you are down on yourself and you're not confident. And when you're saying that everybody's ignoring me. People can feel that. When you're fixing your clothes, don't wear that crap if you're uncomfortable with it. Because you're radiating. Take it off. Find another nice outfit that you're more comfortable in, because if you're not comfortable, you're going to send out a frequency that I ain't comfortable with myself. I don't like myself today. I look better on other days. So the ultimate deal here is you have to be in a place in your Lilith where you look at yourself no matter what you have on. Like I said, this here dress is the oldest dress. Matter of fact, I actually pulled this dress today out of a pile of dresses that I was throwing away because I didn't have to iron it. That was the only reason. I was like, okay, let me wait one more time. But it's going back up in a bundle of clothes that I'm throwing away, giving away to Goodwill. But you would not know that in my aura when I look at myself in this here dress, because one thing in my aura, in my mind, that's saying is, it don't matter what I have on. I like me. I love me. Hell, I could have came on here with nothing on, and I think I would have looked even better. Right? But when I wear this dress for the remainder of the day, I'm not going to be doubting myself in the dress. If somebody were to compliment, see, y'all didn't know that part of the story. If somebody were to compliment me in this dress after I get off of here today, if anybody compliment me in this dress, in my mind's eye, you know what I'm going to be saying? Oh, this whole thing? Girl, I'm throwing this away tonight. You want it? I have better. I have more. I'm abundant. Oh, this is nothing. You need to see me and da 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 da. That's what Lilith thinking. That's the frequency, right? So it's the inner and outer, the mindfulness and the physical. We looping both of them together. Hmm. That's the sauce. That's the ingredients. And so the allure of being unattainable yet magnetic. That's what you can't resist me is saying. Saying, I'm magnetic. I know. I know you want me, but you can't have me. How do I know? How do I know? How does Lily know that you can't have me? Because I got me. I got me first. Because I'm taken by me. Not because I'm taken by my husband, not because I'm taken by my boyfriend, not because I'm taken for any other reason. No, because I'm taken by me. Because I'm preserving me. Because I'm delicious to me first. Because I'm enjoying me first. I'm taken. You get that? She's very confident in her mind. You got to get you some confidence. If you don't get nothing else with Lilith, you got to get you some confidence, baby. All right? And so she uses body language. She uses eye contact. She uses her slow walk, her deliberate movements. And it says all of this. Heel toe is saying it. When she dancing in a party or at a club or wherever she is, it's saying it. Her sacral chakra is always saying this. You can't resist me. Her look, when she's on a date and she's looking, making eye contact, it's saying it. You can't resist me. I know you can. All right? So like I said, the Angelina Jolie, the Lori Hills, like you all were saying, the Marilyn Monroes, they embody this particular type of energy, right? They're confident, they have style, and their presence alone in the room is so captivating. They have a hint of being mysterious to a point that they kind of look like a witch, but they're not over the top. They're not earthy and Adam's family, dark witch. They're not that dark, but they have that hint. And that hint, even though men talk about it, that hint is mysterious to men. If you go too far with it, though, that same hint will scare a man off. So that's why we're not going to go too far with it. And we're going to be classy with ourselves, right? And these are practical tips by styling yourself, your posture and your movement, being mysterious even with your communication. These are practical tips that allow you to tap into your dark feminine energy even greater than before. If you want to learn Lilith in motion, you need to immediately go to my website and get signed up for Lilith in Motion, How to Flirt. That class will be on January the 12th. I need to see you in that room if you want to learn how to speak your truth, how to think and what you think when you are complimenting, when you are flirting, when you are sexing with your people. Like, right? When you're getting to the point where you're about to have relations with your people, you really need to understand how Lilith would act in those moments, if that's where you're going with it. Or if you are just going to mind F your people, you need to understand that your mindfulness needs to be up to par, so you don't lose yourself by being too close to a sofa and a bed, if you know what I'm talking about. These are going to be very important things in your journey of evolving to being sovereign. The true sovereignty is beyond all of that flirting. She's beyond all of that dating. She's beyond all of that. And she's just got all by herself. That's where we're headed here. But there are people in between that really want to know these things. And this is getting to know God. So get to know that part. Understand that part. So we're just growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. Right? And this is why dark feminine energy is empowering, because it is taking you on a journey of getting to know yourself. It is teaching you how to be bold and unapologetically stand in your square. It's teaching you how to be mysterious. In your Eve days, you had a hole in your bottom lip. You wasn't mysterious at all, trying to be that virtuous woman. It's teaching you the opposite of what you've ever known, right? It's teaching you confidence. It's teaching you control. It's teaching you self-expression. It's teaching you how to open up your throat chakra. It's teaching you how to say those things in a tactful way and mean what you say, standing your square, right? In the most confident and the most rewarding way possible. Y'all hear me? It's teaching you how to flirt. Yeah, on January 12th, 9 a.m. It's a 2-hour class. Y'all go be up in that class. I have some people emailing, hey, I'm signing up. Don't forget about me. I'm signing up this week. Make sure you be up in this class. Maybe on Thursday. Thursday, I'll do the giveaway. Thursday or Friday this week, I'll do the giveaway. There's going to be one person that I'm going to let in the class for free.com. Only one person. And hopefully, that person will be present on Thursday, Friday when I announce their name. After all of the support that you all have been giving me, I want to give back. And actually, this is one of my supporters, the man Keith that was up in here, talking about he was going to go watch football. He donated for one of you ladies to get up in the class for free. All right. So we're going to say thank you to Keith. And I'm going to let that happen. So one of y'all manifesting, one of y'all out there, powerful Liliths in the making, that manifested access to a free course that's going to help you with your mindfulness. All right? Right? All right? How much is the course? $99. Linked in my bio, $99. Thank you, Key. Yeah. All right. Any questions? Thank you, Key. Yeah. He's such a gentleman. There are gentlemen out there that's paving the way for you ladies to evolve. Thank you, Keith. He's definitely a blessing for y'all, for one of you. Any questions on this here? How can we enter? You go to my website, solidlypub.org. I believe it's a second yellow button at the top of the screen. That's how you sign up for the course. You sign up for the course and you'll get your link to the Zoom course the day before the class, which is going to be January 11th. Make sure you enter the right email address when you sign up for the course. To enter into this here free drawing for the free entry for the course, you just have to support. You have to share my live. You have to comment. You have to be engaging. All right? And I'm calling out your name when you do those type of things on purpose so I can remember who's been here. I have a sound mind. I'm going to remember you. All right? It's offering time. For those who are new to me, I am Goddess Just Be. I help people on their total wellness journey. I have several series on my TikTok on Goddess Just Be, on Witchery series, Chosen One series, Awakening to Your Dark Feminine Energy, how to gain over 10K followers on TikTok really, really fast, and so forth and so forth. If you want to participate in that, please subscribe to my TikTok, Goddess Just Be. It's offering time. Could you share the live? Could you tap the screen? My Cash App is Cash App Goddess Just Be. For those of you who want to donate to me, my Cash App is Goddess Just Be. I do consultations and mentorship. I have products. I have weight loss cheat codes, highly beneficial foods for your blood type. I'm a blood type connection catalyst as well. I do tarot readings. Let me tell you, you need to check out my website. My website address is solidlypub.org. And I'm thankful for every last one of you that has given to me my donations. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the donation. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Ross. Rose, is it Rose? Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Every last one of you that gave, I appreciate you. I appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart and all that. Oh, thank you, Key. That was from Thursday. I didn't say this one. From Thursday. Thank you, Key, from Thursday. Thank you, every last one of you that give to me. I appreciate you. This is my passion of everything that I love to do. And so I'm thankful for you all from the bottom of my heart. And I'm hopeful that you all got something out of this particular live and all of my lives, right? You called me forth via your subconscious mind. And at the end of the day, I'm still talking to you, chosen one. I'm still talking to you, highly vibrational being, because you don't have to be broke. You don't have to be single. You don't have to be pushing everybody away. And oftentimes we think that it's other people acting out. No, you have to let this new mind be in you, chosen one. You don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to have Afro pup. You don't have to sign up for the frequency, for the Hotep frequency. You could still have class about yourself. You could still have physical grace about yourself. You could still be alluring to the eye, you know. And I want to remind you of that. I want to remind you of that every day on your conscious journey, because Lilith is conscious. Lilith is aware. And how dare you, chosen one? How dare you, highly vibrational being, sit in your square and repel other people? And you have lower frequency beings. Thank you for the offering. You have lower frequency beings in the physical reality doing something that you energetically know how to do effortlessly. But you won't change your hair. You won't change your style. You won't change nothing. But God is all. Energy is forever changing. Even the sun, even the temperature every day, the 7-day forecast ain't never the same, chosen one. It's never the same for each day of the 7. Why are you trying to be the same? It's your mindfulness. It's your energy. This is your world. Have fun, explore, expand. Get to know yourself at every frequency. And Lilith ain't nothing but another frequency. And for those of you who are religious and believe that Lilith is the devil, shame on you. We live in a boundless universe where the biblical text taught you that God is all. There's only one faith, one God, one baptism, and that a kingdom that is divided against itself, it cannot stand. You're dividing your own self when you stay over there to E frequency and you really secretly, low key, want to be more like Lilith. You become your own stumbling block when you do things like that. All right. And you can sit there and you can judge me. But remember, in your judging me, whether you religious or not religious, you can judge me if you want to. But remember, judge not, lest you be judged. Because at the end of the day, you judge me and I'm just a reflection of you. I'm only here in your simulated environment to show you, the aspect of you, an aspect of your mind. If this aspect of your mind wasn't there, I wouldn't have showed up on your feed. So I'm merely you. So what you going to do with you? What you going to do with this part of you? I'm part of your 12 disciples of your mind. What you going to do with this part of yourself that's telling you about yourself, telling you about exploring yourself? You're going to deny me? You're going to deny me? Okay. Nonetheless, let me see who that last person was that donated to my Cash App. I heard it going off. Let's see. Thank you. Chubbs. Thank you, Chubbs. Thank you for the offer. And I appreciate every last one of you that gave to me. My Cash App is Cash App Goddess Just Be. I'm about to get up out of here. Make sure you sign up for the class on January 12th. The link is in my bio, solidarypub.org. And remember, on the 15th, if you check me out any day after the 15th, we're going to be later at night, probably 7 o'clock, and we're going to be embodying the totality of the Lilith. So my attire might be a little bit different. Judge me if you want to. Remember, you're judging yourself, because Lilith don't care like that. Okay? Take a deep breath in and blow it out. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. One last time, take a deep breath in and blow it out. Source energy, God, infinite intelligence, thank you for this live. Thank you for this live as it reminded us on our conscious journey of our I am. I am who I say I am. I am evolving, right? I am consciousness. I am awareness. I am all things. I am class. I am beauty. I am confident. I am. I am that I am. That is the sound, the thought of Lilith. That is totally embodying the sovereign self, the God self, and the Lilith dark frequency energy self, right? And we were reminded of that part of ourselves today. We're putting our physical today, mixed with our spiritual today, and we're embodying the totality of God. And the way that we see God in our person, the way that we see God in our larger part of us. And in us seeing God in ourselves, we look upon ourselves through the eyes of God, the love of God, the power of God, the sound mind of God, all of us being God. And if we be God, we have the power to say unto a mountain to be removed. Hence, we have the power to look upon our reflections in a different light, in a different mindset, as if they are in love with us the way that we are in love with us, that they are moving to the rhythm of the beat that comes from our thoughts. And they cannot move any other way. When we move, they move. because we're God in our assimilated environment. That's why. And we create our own reality through thought. Thought by thought by thought by thought. Thought by thought by thought by thought. Type in the comments, I am. I am, I am, I am, I am. I am who I say I am. I am. I am, I am, I am, I am God, creating my own reality. I am sexy, I am classy, I am divine, I am brilliant, I am Lilith, I am feminine energy, I have arrived, I am seductive, I am powerful, I am Lilith. I am, I am, I am, I am. You are so welcome. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. Thank you for your teachings. You're so welcome. I am, I am, I am. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. And make sure you're paying attention to your word, your habitual thoughts. It cannot come back to you null and void. When you send it out, it must fulfill. So you pay attention to what you're sending out, you hear? Okay, bye. Be blessed. See y'all later. Sign up for the class. Link in the bio. Okay, bye. Bye, YouTube.